First of all, I don't like to use that definition of a real man because it's not balanced.
Yeah.
You see all these social media memes. A real man must do this. A real man must throw it down. A real man.
No.
That definition, please. My definition of what be a real man is different from yours. So there's no universal definition for it.
Absolutely.
My needs are different from your needs.
Absolutely.
And we do that, and when we try to shame people who don't meet that long list of illusion, that's what I'll call it. It's not real.
Welcome to another episode on Intimate. Do you believe that love is an action or not? Because for some people, buying gift for you is a thing. Some people taking you to the restaurants, taking you wherever they want to take you, that thing they call vacation. You'll be worrying somebody's son's head.
I know.
Take me to, what's the name? Bali.
I know.
Take me to Dubai. Is that love for you? So what if that thing stops?
Exactly.
What would you do? Welcome to Intimate.
Thank you. As usual, always excited to be here.
Love is not an action.
I know this will trigger a lot of people, and anyone who knows me personally knows that this topic, I'm so passionate about this topic. So let's redefine that statement. Love is not an action, but love can be demonstrated through actions. Okay? Yeah.
Love is not an action,
yeah,
but love can be demonstrated through actions.
Yeah.
So that means that love should be demonstrated through action.
It can be demonstrated through a lot of ways.
Okay.
Through a lot of ways.
Okay.
Actions is just one.
Okay. Because I know a girl who tells me that if I tell her that I miss you, she'll tell me she doesn't believe. She doesn't believe in me just saying I miss you.
That's why.
So it's like, give me 2,500 and I know that you really miss me.
So it's the intention behind the action. That's basically it.
Okay.
The intention behind the action. Okay. So let me give you a scenario. So say two people go to the orphanage. There's one person that is really giving, realize the needs of the children. They need clothes, they need this, gives them, and he's gone. There's another person that knows that, okay, people in the orphanage home will need this and that and that. It just goes, give them, taking pictures all over social media. He's trying to look like a nice guy. He's not necessarily doing it because he's trying to pour something into them.
Out of goodwill.
Exactly.
So this takes a lot of discerning to know what is really in the heart of that person.
Exactly. So when you say love is not an action, I know a lot of people will be asking, what then is love? We'll get there.
Okay.
Let's be calming down. So
calm down.
So the love is not an action part. Let me not even use myself. Let me just vaguely say, someone could be madly in love with you. Genuinely, they know so well that they have feelings for you, but will never act on it. Due to a whole lot of things. One, you may be with someone.
Yeah.
Two, fear. Three, they are not ready.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was single for a while. I was not ready at all to date. I was not in love with them. I'm just saying this thing as a passing by comment. I was not ready to date them. And I would always tell anyone that approaches me that I know you like me, but I'm not ready to date. And I met someone who really wanted me for real. I could really tell that the guy was genuine. But I was trying to explain to him that the place I am in now mentally, I would just drag you along with me.
Yeah.
And I don't even have it in me to pour out the love that
it's
you
for
deserve. For your own good. The guy was surprised. Apparently he's never met a lady tell him. He says it's men who usually say, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? I'm not ready. And it took me about 2 years to be ready.
Oh, I think men won't tell you they're not even ready. They might not even tell you.
They might not tell you. They might just want to take advantage of it.
But a man who is not ready, you won't see him.
You not see him. Yeah, I mean, what is he even chasing you for? So he was surprised, like, and he kept on going on, and this lasted for months.
And I think that, let me just set something clear. Some people may come and disagree because there are men who are ready. And when I say a man who is ready, a man who wants to settle down, who wants to have a home, who wants to marry and all that. But there's some men who are not ready in their mind. All they want is to, enjoy you, and that's it. So I hope I'm clear.
Okay, so let me also come to the whole ready. The whole ready thing, I wasn't even thinking about marriage, honestly. I was just thinking about ready to want to pour into someone's life. Because the whole idea of being in love with you and being in a relationship with you is to pour into you.
Yeah.
I don't know how people see it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tap something out of you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to impact your life. So even if it doesn't work and I'm long gone,
Yeah.
even if you replace me,
That
like
effect.
that,
Yeah.
you will never forget me. Like that's the whole idea.
Absolutely.
I'm supposed to pour into you,
Absolutely.
but I didn't have it in me. I wasn't in that mental state where I felt like I had enough love in me to want to pour. I was going through a lot then to want to pour into someone else, and that was the time I think I took my first relationship detox.
Wow.
I just went super solo for a very long time. Wow. I think almost 2 years. And I was just observing and reading a lot of books, and I realized all the mistakes I had made. Trust me, as at that time I was like, oh God, if I had known the things I know now, I started looking at my exes. I probably would never have dated this guy. No, this one was a total mistake. I was like, what? This one? Hell no, not again. You see? So when someone tells you they are not ready for a relationship, just let it be. So the whole love is not an action thing.
You know when somebody loves you and you tell them, many times, like they say, love must be
reciprocated.
Both ways, must be reciprocated because I love you. You probably love me back, but maybe because you are not in the place
too.
Yeah, but it will be difficult for somebody who is like, maybe I love you. I
to
tell
give
you that,
up.
Jummy, I said I want to be with you.
It's difficult for the person to give up.
To give up and say, oh, but for some men, for me, the moment you tell me, I might let you go.
Well, you can't give up more than me.
Yeah.
The reason why I would give up is, why would I think about this thing a lot. Oh, why would I want to be with someone who does not love me? I have just signed up for Wahala Gbese.
Yeah.
To carry the relationship on my back, like cross, and be carrying
energy,
it. Because the whole relationship, I'm supposed to hold one end. You're supposed to hold one end.
Yeah.
If you're already telling me right from the get-go that you are not feeling, let's even put the whole love thing aside, because I don't believe that you be in love with someone before you get in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you've been friends with them for a very long time. I believe that I'm attracted to the person. I kind of like you. We really vibe. There's potential in us, not in you. You are a great guy, but I can see potential in us merging together. Then with time, based on the experience I have with you, would either determine if I fall in love or out of love with you.
So here's why I think communication is key, because it's in communication that you get to really see the person's view.
Exactly.
From where he or she is coming from.
Exactly.
For you to be able to really understand all of this. But we are afraid to share. We're afraid to communicate in a way.
In a way, yeah, because of fear of being rejected. Love is not an action. So, like the scenario I gave with the orphanage, the intention behind the action is really what matters.
Yeah.
Okay? So I hear a lot of people say, oh, this guy must really love this girl. He does this for her. He buys her this. Oh, what did you see the new this? He does this for her, blah, blah, blah. A lot of times, I'm not saying all the time.
You see a lot of that on social media.
I'm not even saying all the time. A lot of times, when you look deep, you take your time to just stay back, just watch and smile. A lot of times, the person who is doing all the action, unless of course it's being reciprocated, I give you this, you give me this, I do all these nice things for you, you do all these nice things for me. But a lot of times when it's only one person doing all the work, going all over, exactly, going above and beyond, that person is either scared of being alone, trying to manipulate you. They feel that the more I give you this, the more you understand how I feel about you. So they are just trying to manipulate you, or they have probably invested too much. They want to definitely reap from their investments. So they think the more they pour, the more. It's basically just trying to get something out of you.
Absolutely.
But the intention behind the action to be to pour into you.
Absolutely.
And it's not necessarily about gifts or about money. I've had a situation like that before. I don't like sharing personal. You know that. I hate sharing personal things, but this one I have to say it. I dated one guy like that, super rich. I mean, society's standard of rich. Honestly speaking, I didn't know his worth when I started dating him, because if I had known, I think that would have scared me. Not because I would be intimidated, but I would have taken my time a bit more to know if it was going to be worth it.
Okay.
Because a lot of people who have a lot of money feel that is all they bring to the table. And it's just like a very pretty girl. There are lots of girls who are like super pretty and they think that all I bring to the table is just be pretty. I don't work on my artistry. I'm like, I'm the deal. No, you are not the deal. You have to work on yourself. The same with people who are like, who see themselves to be super rich. I don't even want to, let me be really nice here and not even try to say anything bad about the guy. But generally speaking, that was a relationship I shouldn't have even got into at all in the first place. That's like my shortest relationship ever. It lasted 6 months.
Wow.
Because I know so well what I was looking for. I know the kind of person I was willing to accept in my life. That it didn't even take me long at all to realize this was not it. Communication was poor. I don't want to totally blame him.
Yeah.
Communication was poor. Till now, I still can't figure out one right thing that was in the relationship. I can't, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, but I can't even pick up one really good thing in the relationship. And anytime I want to talk about something, he's always the type who just dismiss what I have to say and the next thing is he's signing a check. And it's huge amounts of money.
He's actually buying you.
No, kind of thing, using it to shut me up.
Yeah.
He's too busy to have my time. And when he start complaining, babe, then he just takes the check and he just signs. And
wow.
The first time it happened, I was like, what's this? Or I didn't sign up for this. Like, no. And it was just 6 months. I'm very glad that.
For some ladies, this is a record deal for them.
No, hell no. And later I found out that the guy was kind of a famous person. That even turned me off completely.
Wow.
I didn't know. I did not know. It was a complete turn off. There are famous people that I'm very private. I don't like my issues out there like that. Yeah. And that was the only thing he would usually do to get my attention, or when he realizes that I'm upset with him, then the last check he signed, I didn't take it. I just left it in his car, got down, and then I left. Until date, I didn't even bother to even break up. There was no need. It was obvious that this was not going to work. Wow. So he kept calling and texting. I was like, I don't think we have it. I can't do this. And I'm sure he was very surprised because he was willing to do virtually a lot. When you talk about financially, a lot of people would think, oh, this is the deal. It was not even it was not even close to it. I've dated guys who didn't even have half of what he had and were way better. Wow. I'm not trying to insult him, his persona.
I get it.
I'm just saying that were way better for me.
I get it. A friend tells me, what is a relationship without companionship?
Exactly.
So if all you have to do is to just give money to shut people up or to prove that, and that's where I think that a lot of women fall prey. Because it has been a thing for a long time that for a woman, like they say, even you get a time that they say, oh, Indomie girls. And,
I know, right?
KFC girls.
I know,
or
right?
just buy a KFC and you get to enter into a leg. And it has become a thing for a long time that some women or many women would they interpret love for giving me.
And that's where the problem is.
That's where the problem is.
When I want to interpret someone's actions as love, that's where it gets really tricky and messy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, take your time. The next time you see a couple where the guy, it's different when I'm gifting you, you are gifting me, and I'm, oh babe, can you come through for me with this? I help you. Can you? Yes. But when the guy is doing, so when you hear someone says, oh, I loved him so much, and I was doing so much upon all what I did for him, I don't think he still left me, and I don't think he really loved me. I'm like, love was not even there in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I tell them, think deep within. You really wanted this guy, so you had to do a whole lot to convince him. You were not pouring into him. You were trying to get the love out of him. It wasn't even there. If someone really loves you, all that, trust me, will not matter. I'm telling you, all that, what you give to them would not even matter. Because it's not even about what you can do or how much you are willing to do. It's about the connection the two of you have.
Absolutely.
So if you are out there and you are not really sure about how someone feels about you, strip up all that benefit, strip it off.
Quickly.
Just strip it off and watch from a distance and see how the relationship will thrive.
I tell people that you should rather be careful when a man, maybe you ask for something, a man just gives it to you. Because for me, I'm a man, and I'll tell you the truth. No man will just be giving you something. And in his mind, have no thought that I'll come back for my investment later.
I know.
I have a friend who used to ask me for money. And I tell her that, lady, you are not my girlfriend.
I know.
That's one. Secondly, this money you're asking me, you have a boyfriend. Why don't you even ask your boyfriend about money or about... Sometimes go as far as, oh, I need maybe buy me KFC or buy me pizza or something. And anytime I raise a topic that, where is your boyfriend? She gets angry. And she'll be so angry if we are even seated here right now and I ask about that, she'll just get angry and walk away.
Oops.
You see the point?
Yeah.
But I tell her that the more I keep giving you the money that you're asking for, I will definitely ask you for sex.
Of course, you are investing.
I'm investing for, and I'm getting no return. Because investment must get a return. You know,
it's now trade by barter.
And the question is that if I ask for sex, are you willing to give me that?
That's why I say that the whole action thing is not indicative of how someone feels about you. A guy can really love you, but may not have the means to come through the way society expects him to come through. How about that? He's doing everything for you. God forbid, I mean, you lost your mother, you lost your dad. He was there for you.
He was there for you.
You're writing an exam.
Needs.
Exactly. He's supporting you. You need to do it. He's there to talk to you. Just because he can't buy you an iPhone, he can't take you to Dubai, all of a sudden he's a jerk or he doesn't meet up.
Wow.
Like I think the whole relationship thing, people are seeing like going to the mall to get something. You have a long list, must be rich, tick, tall, tick. Unnecessary things, so six-pack, tick. Should have travel should have travel experience, tick. He should be an eye candy, tick. Unnecessary things, and there's always finance in there. I'll be telling you a lie if I tell you that finance doesn't matter to women. It matters. Because as a man, you're supposed to protect, provide, profess. That is your job as a man. My job is to submit, take care of the home and all that comes with it. Okay. So of course, I'm trying to make sure that my man has what it takes. I'm not even looking at potential because not a lot of people live up to their potential. Right now, how you are right now. I'm to love you like that. If you have what it takes to protect me and my kids, I mean, if you are going to end up married, so it's necessary. But I'm saying that should not be the only thing that you are looking for. And when you say this, a lot of people get triggered, especially women. They get triggered. So we have a long list. It's like going to the market and the person doesn't meet it. You're like, next. Really?
Wow.
So it all boils down to it. It's not an action. So then we come again that what is love? If someone says, oh, so if you're saying love is not an action, I know lots of people wonder what is love. Biblically, it says that God gave us the spirit of love. So love is in us. It's a spirit in us. And I choose how to act on it. I choose either to act on it or not.
Is love a feeling?
It's a mixture of a feeling. Damn, like this question is hard. A bit of a feeling, a bit of attraction, and a bit of a choice.
Okay.
Yes, the attraction and the feeling is more like an energy or a connection. So the whole spirit in us is like the energy. So I have to have that energy or I have to have that connection with you. Love is the difference between a lover, or that feeling is the difference between a lover and someone in a friend zone.
Let me tell you what happens to me when it has to do with a woman, choosing a woman. One of the things I really do for myself is to listen to my heart a lot. I don't play with that.
Okay.
I can be moving out with you that, let's say maybe we are going to Dubai. And my heart
Dubai?
my heart doesn't feel like going to Dubai.
Okay.
I will not go.
Okay, so more like intuition?
I listen to, like, paying attention to that, instincts. I really listen to my heart. And there were girls I liked. There were girls that I really loved, because we've been friends. I have that thing for. But there were only about 5.
That's a lot.
There were only about 5. No, I've not dated any of. I didn't date any of them.
Okay, continue.
But there were only about 5 that I could say I asked be my girlfriend.
Okay, I thought you said 5 that had potential.
Oh, no, I mean like 5 that I asked be my girlfriend. Okay. And these 5 that I asked be my girlfriend was because my heart settled on them. When I say my heart settled on them, I felt peace. You felt peace.
Yes. Very, 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 very necessary.
And just so you know, I've not been in a relationship before. I'm 30 plus, and
high five.
Yeah, I'm 30 plus, and my girlfriend that I'm dating now. The moment I saw her, I just felt that peace, and up until now I still have that peace. That's
very important. That's why you see the last time I was saying that the only way to know if you're in the right place is not necessarily about them. It's about what you feel. So just generally assess the relationship. What is my mental state? Is there peace? Do I feel secure? That's the only way you will tell. It's absolutely independent of what they are doing for you. Then you sit down and probably start to check, what has it done for me? What has it bought for me?
Because for me, it's not even about what you're doing for me.
It's not even about that.
Yeah, it's not about what you're doing for me at all. It's not even about that. So because I tell myself, what you do for me, you can't even do anything for me in the first place.
Exactly.
Because what I want, you can't give me.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly. So love is a spirit. It's a spirit. Biblically, I would always want to refer biblically because I've realized that if you want to go by societal definitions of stuff, it never ends. People will tell you love is this, love is that. Let's go back to the Bible where the whole love thing originated from. God gave us the spirit of love. So it's a spirit. So how can you tell because we've said love is not necessarily an action, it can be demonstrated through actions.
Yeah.
Someone may ask that, then how can I tell if someone is in love with me? Why are you so bothered about that? Start from where you are. Start from where you are. Assess yourself, am I really in love with this person? Because if you are not in love with them, whatever it is you think you are interpreting from them, it's not love anyway. So that's where the whole discernment thing comes from. So before you can tell if you are really in love with someone or if someone is really in love with you, you have to have a relationship with yourself, with God, your spirit. And when you have that, you can discern the intentions behind the actions they are doing. So somebody can take you to Dubai and love you. I'm not saying, I'm sure a lot of people will be hating and be thinking that, oh, probably because no one has taken her to Dubai. I beg, eventually they'll take me. I'm just saying.
Of course, because for true love, let's just say we settled on true love for each other.
Exactly.
You
can do anything. And it's when you really love someone, like there are no boundaries to how much you want to make them happy.
Absolutely.
It is all about their happiness. So the intention behind the action, I want to see you smile. So if I give you something and you smile, it's enough for me. I don't even need you to give me back. I just need to see that smile in your face.
This is how Dr. Miles Moon define love. Being able to meet a person's need.
Exactly.
Being committed to meet a person's need without expectation.
Exactly. So if I'm able to see that smile on you, it's okay. If your partner is hurting or there's something bothering your partner, it doesn't bother you, check yourself.
Absolutely.
You are not in tune with them. It doesn't make you a bad person. You are just not in tune with them. And that's okay.
Getting to know the intent
behind the
action is key.
Exactly.
And that's the place where I think that every human being, both male and female, must come to the place and must come to the place of responsibility to say that, oh, I accept intent born of, whatever it is that's supposed to be. So even in our giving, it must be an intent that it must be, born out of good intention.
It should be you pouring. Ask yourself, am I pouring into them? Am I making them happy? Or am I trying to draw something out of them? Because I feel they are not in the same place with me or on the same page with me. It's like you are trying to draw out feeling from them. And there are lots of people doing that too. There are a lot of people knowing so well that this girl, left to her alone, she'll be out of this relationship. So you are trying to tie her down by doing all these things for her. You are just prolonging the inevitable. It should leave.
But there are many girls who close blind eyes to this. A guy is giving you everything.
You see, I think people need to experience it before. Sometimes when I hear girls saying, a guy must do this, do that, I just wish you experience that. I wish everybody has the opportunity or gets the opportunity to experience where you meet a guy that meets societal standards of being a man. What society thinks, the negative part of it, where he's supposed to provide. I don't like to use that definition of a real man because it's not balanced. You see all these social media memes. A real man must do this. A real man must throw it down. A real man. That definition, please. My definition of what be a real man is different from yours. So there's no universal definition for it. My needs are different from your needs. And we do that, and when we try to shame people who don't meet that long list of illusion, that's what I'll call it. It's not real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love is not an action, but love can be demonstrated through action. Even God says that.
I know, right?
All right. Thanks for watching. And just stay tuned for the next episode.